BRAiNStORM here. Today we're going to do a little something different. I know I say that all the time, but I've mentioned before and I've shown some of the videos before about my woodworking, and I haven't actually done anything. I haven't worked on any kind of project in a long time. Life gets in the way, busyness and all that excuses. But the workshop was really cluttered, and but thankfully I had enough time to get it cleaned out and get it cleared out so I can feel like I can come in here and build again. And I got a project in mind, sort of a backwood wanderlust project. Well, you know, there are treasures everywhere. There are people, places, people you want to meet. They're interesting. There are places you can go and visit that are very cool. And there are also things that you find just laying on the side of the road that people throw away that you can repurpose, just take and you reuse and do something else with, especially wood of any kind. Um, you know, a lot of people do dumpster diving. A lot of people do whatever you want to call it. Finding things on the side of the road people are throwing away, whatever you call it. But I like to call it scavenging. And I don't go out looking for things. They sometimes just find me. But there are treasures everywhere. The other day, a while back actually, I found a bed frame, you know, a bunk bed frame, partial bed frame anyway, wooden frame, that was someone just left side of the road. And so I brought it home and had just been sitting around for a while. And then I finally the other day kind of tore it down, deconstructed it to its parts, and I'll show you that here. But, you know, I finally got an idea for what that could be. You know, new wood is very impressionable. New wood, you can kind of mold it, shape it, cut it, trim it, whatever into you want, what you want it to be. But old wood, even wood that's been in a bed frame or a shelf or, you know, a chest of drawers or whatever, really good quality wood that you can deconstruct and take apart or just add to or just turn it into something else. You know, old wood tends to be a little more stubborn and set in its ways. And old wood you kind of have to negotiate with and talk to and kind of whisper, you know, the wood whisperer kind of aspect. You got to kind of talk to wood, the older wood, and kind of like communicate and agree that, hey, you know, let's go in this direction to do something else. But when you come across free wood or free quality scraps or whatever, you should take advantage if you're a woodworker and do what you can with it, because you know a lot of things are made out of non-quality wood like particle board and all sorts of made to fall apart and not last very long kind of stuff. So you want to get out there and when you see quality wood or you see something, you want to kind of snatch it up and reuse it and repurpose it. That's right, reduce, reuse, recycle, right? We're going to do what we can. We're going to maybe make something out of this wood, and it was fun tearing it apart, I tell you that much. But now we have some time, we can get out here in the workshop and see what it wants to be. You know, I don't know yet, really. I have an idea, but maybe the wood will tell me something different. So bear with me, and let's have fun. All right? And remember, just like the Russian hacker says, safety is the #1 priority. Always protect your eyes. I used to didn't do. I've been bad about that in the past, so I need to take care of my eyes. But anyway, bear with me. Okay, that was the last of it. I'm losing the daylight. I was kind of rushing. My horse is sinking into the ground when I was banging on to get these screws out. I'm trying my best, and we'll get all this assembled under the workshop that we cleaned out the other day, and we'll get a better picture of what we have. And probably not going to get to build anything today, though. That's okay. We'll get it done. Let's get it cleaned up and assembled. So we got our wood. We got three pieces of this 2x6 size little long piece, and 2 of these. I've got several of these little things that you're using to keep the mattresses on, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those pieces. So, not sure what we're gonna make yet. Like I said, old wood has a mind of its own sometimes, and yeah, it's kind of funny. You know, old wood and old things have, all of them have history, and yeah, we'll see what it wants to do. So the other day when I was out here in the yard, losing the sun and deconstructing the bed frame, I tried to save all the hardware, tried to save all the screws and the staples and everything, especially not to get them on the ground. But I probably inadvertently missed some. So I have this little apparatus. It's like an old speaker with a cord on it, and it's got a really good magnet right there. So we're gonna see if we can run it across the ground here and pick out some of these nails and staples and stuff that I've dropped. Yeah, it's a good idea. Oh yeah, look at all these goodies that I missed. So you think you get it all, but apparently you don't. And I would have been missing the socket. A lot of kind of gnarly things. These are all the different hardware that I took off that bed frame. Now, some of the things I could reuse, like these screws. I could probably reuse some of these. And at best, you know, I can put them in a bucket, a scrap bucket. And I mean, at worst, I could put them in a scrap bucket. But at best, I could reuse some of this stuff here. So it's good to reuse things as you can. That one obviously is a scrap bucket. And that's a good screw right there. Staples, really. Not good for much. I want to give it a couple more passes, and then we'll get started on working out what we're doing. Awesome grain on that after I've trimmed it. Now, sawhorse is a bit uneven, but yeah. We'll do some sanding on these as well, sanding and planing down, and we'll get them nice and even. And yeah, cool.
is not much of a tale, but I'm sort of attached to it.
It's coming out pretty good. I'm just trying to make a shelf here, obviously. It's going to have several tiers. I was thinking 4, but I think I could fit 2 more in between there. It's going to be sort of a lightweight floating shelf deal. I'm not sure. I like it so far, but you know, I'm not the best carpenter in the world, but I do love to make stuff, so we'll see how it turns out after it's finished and sanded and all that good stuff. After many hours, I'm kind of pleased with it. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level shelf, sort of Christmas tree pattern somewhat. It's been a long time since I actually made anything, so I'm a bit rusty. That's my excuse anyway. It's not the best thing in the world, but I like it. It's pretty sturdy. I made it just with the wood that I had. I got a few bumps and bruises. It needs to be sanded really well. My sander crapped out on me. Um, it needs to be sanded. It needs to be stained or painted, but otherwise I think it's turned out pretty good. I want to put some feet on it maybe, or otherwise it just has to be anchored to the wall or some other place so it won't tip over. But anyway, it's all right. It's a shelf. It didn't cost me anything but time, sweat, and energy, which I felt it because I am rusty. And but no, it's pretty good. I thought. Anyway, hope you liked it, and maybe in the future I'll actually finish it and paint it and all that good stuff, and show you a finished product. But for all intents and purposes, I did what I accomplished. Accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, and that was to make something out of that wood, and I think I did. And if I just stick this in the workshop for use, you know, to put stuff on, then it'll be fine just like it is. But so, anyway, I think it's pretty cool. Thanks. See you next time. Wood is work, and work is in the wood. Anyway, whatever. I'm tired. Good night. Have a great day. See you next time.